Hello everyone, welcome back to What If Deku Didn't Get Into UA. Firstly, I want to thank everyone for dealing with the fact that I'm selling my house. Well, I'm not selling my house, technically. It's the person that owns the house, so I'm planning to move out as soon as they sell it within 30 days. And either way, it's going to be very difficult for me to actually record anytime I can. So it is very difficult for me to find time to record when there's people not looking through the house to possibly buy it. We have yet to actually find anyone since it's August, the end of Labor Day, whatnot. So a year of Labor Day. So we hoping that within September someone buys it, and I'll be moving out to my new place, which will still take some time for me to get everything set up and recorded, but I'm hoping to end this series and within October. I'm hoping to start the second season of Omnitrix. So if I can get this series done before then, that'd be great. Because we only have 2 parts left, so for the next 2 recording sessions, this and the next one, hopefully I can get this done. Without further ado, let's begin. We start with the Shu class walking into the giant facility housing the scouting event. But as they walk in, everyone was noticeably staring at them and whispering amongst themselves. Is it just me here, or are we in the spotlight? No, they're definitely talking about us. Well, do you blame them? We're the kids who was attacked at USJ and survived. Well, sort of. Clyde looks back to Kane. Yep. I've walked on the edge of life and death. Anyways, I have a surefire way to get everyone to stop staring at us. What's that? Kane takes a deep breath and looks over at the other classes. Oi! Fuck wits! You got a staring problem? Because keep looking at us and I'll take behind her back and I'll gut you like a fish. Everyone starts staring at them immediately, but now all of Kane's classes are looking at him. Really, Kane? Really? What, it worked, didn't it? He has a point. Don't encourage him. Thank you, Clyde. I'm glad someone sees my side. Doesn't mean I support it, Kane. I'm just saying. Being toned down a bit. Mate, never gonna happen. Wow, Shu high. Everyone turns around to see a boy with black hair and a smile. And sort of looks a little like our resident Izuku Midoriya himself. Who the fuck is this guy? Kane! Okay, settle down. Sorry about Kane. He sometimes forgets his manners. Oh, no problem. I understand. That's just his guy's nature. And what does that mean, you son of a... Kane! Sorry about him, but what do you mean by that exactly? Oh, I'm sorry if I came off rude. I didn't mean to offend him. So it's just that, what we seen on the news. So, but if someone is a little rude, you most likely can't change that. But anyways, let me properly introduce myself. I'm Yu Shido. I'm from Ketsubutsu Academy, and we have heard a lot about you guys. Really? Like what? Well, for one, him. Yo pointed at Kane, who's being held back by Clyde, Yuki, and Kumo. And of course the USJ attack. Must have been intense. Yeah, it was. Anyways, I got it. I should get going. It was nice to meet you all. And the mountain troll. Oh, you little cunt! Kane's blood bursted out of his arm, and from his forearm forms a crystal blade, trying to hit Yo, but Kumo and the entire class held Kane back as he walks away. Kane, you gotta stop this. Not until that cunt, the smug asshole dies. So, no. Death is no. It's too good for him. I'm tearing him apart with my bare hands! Kane! Suddenly, Kane stops as he sighs and turns around to see Kieran. Yes, Kieran? Calm yourself. This isn't how a hero should act. Fine. Kane's blood sword turns back into liquid and returns to his body. Good. Now, along with that, they're about to explain how this will work. Remember, heroes from all over will be watching and judging your skills. Right. They all headed down to the area where hundreds of students are waiting and watching for the exam to start. There's so many people here. Yeah, there's also tons of heroes in the stands too. Well, look at it this way, guys. We're all wanting to be heroes, right? So, everyone nods. No, I'm forced to be in this course. Yeah, well, look at this way. If you drop out and continue to be a piece of shit, I can beat the crap out of you doing some illegal things. Okay. Midoriya, as you were saying. Right, well, will have eyes on us all the time by the public. They will be watching our actions and seeing what kind of heroes we are, and no different from these heroes today. So they want to see what we're good at. Right. Take King, for example. He's a big brawler type hero. Damn straight. So heroes here might want him to be like a big brawler. So we're basically showing off our skills today? Essentially, yes. You will be showing off what your skills and abilities in controlled areas. You hear that, Kane? Controlled environments. You know what that means? I can do whatever the fuck I want and not get in trouble. Exactly. Kumaro slaps the back of Kane's head. Ow! What's the matter with you? You don't encourage him. Come on. So, don't you want to see an epic fight with hundreds of students fighting him? Is that actually allowed? If he asks for it and the students agree, then yes, he would be. Well, shit. Kane smiles ear to ear at this. This is the best day of my fucking life. Please don't go crazy, Kane. Fine, I'll go easy on them. Thank you. Suddenly, the lights turns off as a spotlight appears in the middle of the area. Of the stage. Where a man in a suit from the Hero Safety Committee stands. Welcome, heroes and heroes in training. Today you are here to show your abilities at their fullest. There will be multiple events you all will participate in and wish in. And one special event, slightly designed for you all to be involved in. Under your seats you will find a tablet. If you pick it up and look through it, you will see tests and events you can participate in. You will have 5 minutes to choose your events. Once you're done, we will go to all by school for the mandatory event. And once they're over, we will move on to the optional events and personalized tests. Everyone immediately grabs their tablets underneath their seats and sees all their options. Many of them look at all the options, but some, like Kane, chooses as soon as they saw combat, or something to do with aiming for their hero careers. Combat, rescue, support? Wow, they have a lot of options for us to choose from. Yep, and there's so many fun ones. Ooh, there's team battles. Oh, I found a very fun one. Really? What did you find? A game called Protect the Civilians. It's a team of two. One team is made as a civilian, and the other is an attacker. The attacker protects, and the civilian fights him off. Trying to get after the other civilian team. Sounds fun. Yep. Well, choose wisely, because you'll all have to participate. If you don't, they will choose it for you. They won't get a great score of your abilities. Yes, sir. They all choose the exams as what they would want to do as heroes. Moments later, the safety committee man walks up to the podium. Alright, you all are selected. Let's the mandatory event begin. And soon, everyone would be selected by alphabetical order in a physical demonstration, with the students that are capable of participate. And after 2 hours, every class completed their mandatory event. As we cut back to the seats where the same man stands in the middle of the arena. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone. I understand that was quite the tedious task, but we are now well aware of your strength. Now, for the first event, we will start with the capture event. I thought I would at least have a couple minutes to rest before I could do anything. Well, you're not the only one. I'm also in the capture event. Thank God, I wasn't the only one. Well, be careful. You still don't want to end up in a sticky situation. Was that a pun, Lied? Maybe. Kumo just chuckles at that. That pun was god awful. But it's nice to see you at least talking more. What? It wasn't really that bad, guys? I want to punch you in the face from how bad that was. You liked it, right, Kumo? Your heart was definitely in it. Anyways, Omar, time to go prepare, come on. Kumo grabs Omar by the back of his coat and drags him away. She liked it. I'm sure she did, Clyde. We cut back to a little while later. After a few seconds, they finished the capture exam. As the next came was Shuhai. As Kumo and Omar steps up into the arena with the announcer standing before them. Both of you have chosen the capture event. Here are the rules are simple. The ground below Kumo and Omar and the man stands before them rumbles and shakes as the floor beneath them splits apart as a fake city rises below them. Came into a great big city. As I said, the rules are simple. You are to capture as many fake villains as you can with your quirks. You can do this any way you wish. Just capture the villains before time runs out. Good luck, Kumo. Same to you, Omar. Your test begins in 3, 2... A loud horn blares as both Kumo and Omar runs into the fake city, with them seeing fake villains running around. And right away, Kumo and Omar start to use their bandages and webs to capture any fake villains they could. Both eventually spread out into cities, with Omar swinging like Spider-Man, capturing any villains he can, while Kumo is using his lower half to climb up walls and over any obstacles, and using her webs to capture any villains, putting them in cocoons or sticking them to walls. And about after 10 minutes, both Kumo and Omar were able to capture 86% of the villains, almost reaching a record set by Gran Torino when he was a student. But when their time was up, the horn blares and both stopped as they reached to the exit where the city behind them goes back into the ground. Congratulations. You're currently a landslide lead when it comes to rescue. viewpoint today. You came close to the record. I wonder if the last few classes will be able to compare. Alright! Did we really do that well? You both were able to capture 86% of the villains alone, with Kumo capturing 56 and with Omar capturing 32 of them. So very impressive numbers with being a total of 200 fake villains. Woohoo! Wow. Indeed, you both have very good results to be proud of. Now get back to your class, and let the next one get prepared. Kumo and Omar walks off as they currently go back to the seats, where their class is cheering for them. Way to go, Omar and Kumo. Yeah, good job. Thanks, guys. Kumo looks around to see Kane and Kyoka is gone. Where are Kane and Kyoka? They're off in their combat portion of their exam. Really? What ones I saw, the whole list of combat games and exams. All of them? What? Yuki holds up Kane's tablet showing he lists for all of them. Why didn't anyone stop him? And getting cut in half? No, thank you. Yeah, I don't think we could stop him even if we wanted to. Well, maybe you could have. Huh? What does that mean? Well, he does listen to you. But all I do is ask him nicely. Is there any tricks or anything? I asked him nicely before, too, but he didn't listen to me. So what are you getting at? You tamed the damn troll, and he does whatever you ask. Kumo shots webs immediately in Nako's face. As we cut down to the arena, where we see Kyoka and Kane are waiting alongside a bench with other students. So, Kyoka, why did you pick combat? Head on mostly. So stuff like one combat, close combat. Alright. Kane Madhouse, you're up. Kane Madhouse walks to the center of the arena. Alright, Kane, you selected to be in every combat game and every exam. The first game you will be protecting a civilian. Alright? And now you, Shunnahu, come up. You then walks up into the area and up to Kane. Oh, well, aren't I lucky? I guess not. After all, I'm facing the king of the mountain. Alright, both of you pick someone from your class to act as a civilian. Alright then, I pick Tanaki Nagami? Very well. Can Tamaki Nagami come down to the area, please? And Kane? I pick Yuki. Very well. Can Fuji Yuki please come up here? What? Damn, Yuki looks like you're in combat trial. Yuki gulps as she walks down there. Both Yuki and Hatsuki arrive down at the arena, standing behind their respective teammates. Now, the rules are simple. Both attackers must defeat the respective civilians, all while trying to attack the other team's civilian, and trying to take out their attacker in process. Civilians must fight back on completely mercy of the attackers. Although you can retreat and run away, and do you all understand? Yes. Good. You may begin when the horn sounds off. The man walks off while Kane looks down at Yuki. So, how are you feeling? Nervous? Don't worry, I'll keep you safe. Anyways, you mind if I take some blood? No? Kane blood bursts out of his arm, then into a katana. Alright then. Kane carefully aimed his sword and stabbed Yuki in the sternum. but only a little, just enough to break the skin with a sharp part inside, absorbing the blood. Yuki grunts a little as in pain as Kane grew in size, and so did his sword. As Kane pulls it out, he is in his battle mode. Ah, there we go. Thanks, Yuki. No problem. Did he get big? Yeah, he's a true shoe mountain, alright. What do you have planned? Well, I was just gonna wing it. What? And begin! You turn to see Kane and Yuki looking at them. As Kane grabbed Yuki by the back of her singlet and put her over his shoulder as he lets out a roar. Both Yu and Taki took a step back in shock, and right as they did, Kane lunges at both of them. Yu places both his hands on the ground and uses his quirk, making the ground shake and break into pieces. As the ground flown up as a result, trying to slow Kane down. But with one swing of his sword, Kane destroyed the metal pieces and concrete that was shot up. He quickly pushed Takayami away as Kane, who was flying at pulling back his sword and was about to swing. In the nick of time, was only able to dodge by a hair, but the air pressure that swung pushed him back. He tried to get up, but a giant hand grabbed him by the chest, and when he opened up his eyes, he saw Kane holding him up. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Although, I'll give you this, you got guts. To not actually have a plan while facing me. That makes me all more excited. No problem. But as I told you, I'm kinda just winging it. O placed both his hands onto Kane's arm and using his quirk, Kane suddenly felt a shockwave go through his body, with his muscles ripping apart and his bones cracking, while his brain rattles in his skull. Kane roars in pain as his eyes roll back in his head, letting Yo go and fall onto his knees, as blood bursts out of his eyes, mouth, nose, and ears. Kane! Don't worry, he isn't dead, but he's suffering from one hell of a concussion. But after a few days of rest and some mental therapy, he will be back up and roaring like normal. I'll be honest, my balls were in my throat when how close he was, but I'm a little disappointed the troll of Shu Academy was beat so quickly. But I really can't blame him. Not many can withstand a shockwave with that power. That can move tectonic plates. So, let's get this. A giant fist suddenly punches him in the face, sending him flying back. As Leo landed hard on the ground, rolling until he stops, coughing as he looks up with his eyes widening, as Kane's sword was steaming blood, going to his body and repairing everything. As Kane's eyes then opens and starts to move once again. What? That's better. If I knew that was gonna happen, I would have let your hands free. My head is killing me. Yuki, are you right? Yeah? Are you? Yeah, I've had worse. Goddamn. Have one hell of a headache, though. I can use some ice to make you feel better later. Cheers, Yuki. I'm sure you're sitting on my shoulder, so I'll finish this. Kane turned to Yo again, placing his hands on the ground, and went full throttle, making shockwaves through the entire arena. But before the waves could hit him, he drops entire in the air, holding on to Yuki as Yuki held on for dear life, as Kane turned his sword into a bow, an arrow, in midair. Pulling back, he fires the arrow, breaking the shockwave, sound barrier, making everyone cover their ears in pain. in as the arrow flew right at Ku, who couldn't react with the arrow hitting the ground, creating a giant explosion, sending him back into the wall, knocking him out. Yo! Takuma. He suddenly hears a large thud and turns around. See Kane, smaller but still quite large. As Herman can only close her eyes and pray, but Kane just pulled up his hand and flicked her on the head. Kane Madhouse got the civilian. Shu Academy wins. Good match. Yeah. Yuki, you can let go of me now. We're on solid ground. I'm too scared to let go. Upon hearing that, Kane bursts into laughter and pet Yuki's head. Aw, adorable. Kane just laughs as he walks off. Yuki still clings onto his shoulder as we go to the stands with Deku and his class. Holy crap, that last part was awesome. Yeah. Yuki, why aren't you getting down yet? I'm still too scared to let go. Everyone looks over to Kane, who's just sitting there without a care in the world. Yeah, I might have gone a bit overboard with that high jump and flipping her around on my shoulder. I feel sorry for her. Kane grabbed Yuki by her waist and took her off his shoulder, setting her back down on the seat. Yeah, sorry about that, Yuki. I'll hold back next time you're on my shoulder. Why would I be on your shoulder? You never know. Well, I got another fight to get to. Kane walks off as Kumo grins. So, Yuki, you're gonna sit on Kane's shoulder, take his after and sitting on his shoulder? Miu and Deku chuckle to themselves and turn to see the destroyed arena. So, Izuku, did you do anything cool for... So, did you get anything cool for Yuki or Kane in your notebook? Yeah. Deku holds his notebook with sketches of Kane and Yuki with tons of notes. Wow, and I thought they would be like 3 sentences, but you filled up an entire pages. 2 actually. Jesus, is that section just about Yuki having a shockingly strong grip? Uh-huh. No way. And there go the rest of my confidence. Me only pats Deku on the back. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I'm just messing with you. I don't know, but it doesn't change the fact that I did have information about this. Well, use it to your advantage. Like now you know never to arm wrestle Yuki. I guess you're right. See? Anyways, in all seriousness, do you think anyone can actually win a fight against Kane properly? Clyde maybe? Think again. As much power as I can gain from my quirk, I can't find him in 1-1. I might last a while, but ultimately will lose. I don't have the power or speed Kane would get, and his quirk simply acts like an engine. The only reason I won my fight was because of Kuma and the facts the students were seen from the other schools. They were all powerful in their own right, but none of them would be able to fight Kane, not without backup or a plan. But there are a few different heroes I can think of that can take on Kane, and someday one of those heroes will be me, with Knuckle Duster's training. Oh, so you're going to challenge him when you get strong enough? Someday, yes. However, now I'll head down to my exam. Right then. Thanks. Hey, good luck. Thanks, Kumo. Ariel, you ready? Yep. Clyde walks off as we cut to an arrow where it says Kyoka had finished her exam. As we will see now, we cut down to Clyde and Ariel with some other kids as well. Alright, the event has simple. Persons here will be teams of 2 from their own school. If you do not have a member from your own school here, you can pick one from the standalones here as well. Seems like we're on a team, Ariel. That's fine, this might actually be easier. Agreed. Oh, and luckily for us, I've been observing the competition with Midoriya. So far, we don't have to worry about to get a decent understanding of most participants' quirks. From what we can tell, a large majority with elemental-based quirks, with a few types of sparkling sprinkled in. Luckily for us, no one here has any enhancement type like Midoriya or Kane. Or me, but I don't need to do so. I agree. Considering how you act when you use your quirk on yourself, it'd be best interest to use it the way it's supposed to be used. Tell me, have you used a sword fighting lessons by chance? With Kane? I guess okay. That doesn't give me much confidence. Well, it's hard to learn when you spend most of your lesson trying not to get cut in half. But he's taught me the basics. Well, why do you want to know? A portal opens up and a sword drops out of Ariel as that portal into Ariel's hand. Well, depending on the opponent, so this could be useful. Got it, but for now, my brass knuckles should do. Very well. The man spoke up again. Alright then. Now, all the teams has been formed. The support event is this, as a hybrid of rescue and combat training. The goal is simple, to save as many civilians as possible. All the while, a villain team whose goal is to destroy as much as possible. Now for the first team group is Shuhai, who will be facing against Shiketsu High. Ariel and Clyde walks forward, as does Shiketsu Tides as well. Shu Academy will be acting as the villains. Shiketsu High, the heroes. Understood. Like, totally cool that we're going to go up against Shu Academy, right? That's Hinji? Kami. Don't tell the enemies my name. But like, you told them my name too. Klein leans over to Ariel. Do you know what did she even talk about? Not a clue. It doesn't matter. Villains know heroes' names all the time. And yet it doesn't change the outcome of that they lose. Are you talking about us? So, because you guys are gonna lose. You realize that. You, of course. We're not gonna lose. Alright then. That's enough from both schools. Shiketsu High will have 10 minutes a head start to rescue fake civilians. After those 10 minutes, Shu Academy will commence their attack. That's like totally amazing. Yeah, sure, good luck. Thanks, fam, you too. Both Kami and Shinji runs off to start their tests as Ariel sighs. Well, gee, you seen the slang incorrectly, but that's nice. But she seems nice. Yeah, a little too nice. But maybe she's smarter than she looks and tried to bring us in a false sense of security? Maybe. Perhaps I've spent too much time around Kane. He always so straightforward. It stole down my senses of thinking. That sounds like Kane, alright. One moment joke around you, next moment bashing a guy's head in for calling him a troll. Alright, yeah. I have a plan though. Alright, let's hear it. We obviously can't run in without a care in the world. We don't have the luxury. So we need to use strategy. But not as much known is the heroes that always attack and trying to cause damage, right? So our goal is to cause damage and stall the hero's rescue efforts. So instead of a full fighting and risking losing early capture, we focus on destroying structures and make everything as unsafe as possible. Sounds more like like a job for Kane, but I can see what I can do. Got any explosives? I might make them much bigger. Indeed, I do. With your quirk, we can turn the most mild explosive into a giant one. They also reinforce the ground as well. That means we can choose the battlefield. Where we chose to fight, that gives us the home field advantage. Yeah, but the only thing we need to worry about is my quirk. Is there a quirk set there? Indeed. Midori helped me analyze for Saketsu since that's the only other school that can rival UA. And the two we're going up against barely uses their quirk at all. But we did see the boy manipulate his flesh a little. But the other one has no information, just a complete blank slate. Right, well, let's hope it won't screw us over somehow. Yeah. I hate guessing quirks with no information on them. It's impossible to make a full profile plan with such a wild card on the table. Well, if it comes down to sit close to me and we both can fight them if needed. Right. Shu Academy, it's your time. So you can commence entering the city. They head inside, as we see from Saketsu's side, they've saved about 30% of the city within 10 minutes. After the allotted 10 minutes, they were still trying to rescue dozens of civilians. Like, we're making good time, right? No, we're not. Only saving a few dozen in this time span. That means the villain team will be attacking us soon. Okay, so do you have any plans? Yes, we'll use your quirk to hide us and make fake of us. Once they attack the fakes, I'll ambush them and trap them in my quirk. If that fails, then you just keep making illusions. Like toads, I can totally do that. Suddenly, they hear large explosions coming by the buildings nearby. What was that? The villains, come on, we need to stop them. But what about the plan? We have to change it somehow. We can't let them blow up buildings freely now, can we? Right, let's totes get them. We cut to Clyde, throwing enhanced pipe bombs around in buildings. As he grabs another one and using his quirk to enhance them, but before he can throw it at another building, he tosses it at a strange meatball that explodes in impact. So, you saw that coming. Clyde looks around to see Chizuru, but doesn't see him anywhere. But another few meatballs comes at him, so he grabs the sword Ariel gave him and enhances it, destroying the flesh. Why do you keep trying you know you'll fail. Ikuma says I need to open up more. This guy just needs to get laid. More meatballs comes out as he cuts them, but they also few of them turn into pink mist. So Clyde presses on his earpiece on his Ariel, did you see that? with Ariel in the far-off building with binoculars in her hands, watches the fight from afar. Yeah, it's some kind of creation or illusion. Well, that makes it harder to find them. Do you ever need anything to find them? Yeah, hold on. Ariel pulls out from her pocket dimension infrared goggles as she puts them on to see heat signatures of Cheetah's meatballs and Cheetah himself. Okay, he's high up on the right of you. Throw a pipe bomb and blow him up. On it. Clyde quickly tosses a pipe bomb right at it and flew through some of the pink mist, landing on a pile of rubble where she was standing on. As the bomb blew up, a few cracks and suddenly exploded. Cheetah and the rubble went flying up into the air. Cleared as the area cleared of any pink mist, making the illusion. Clyde saw everything clear now that there was no illusion hiding him. Cheetah landed hard on the ground and slowly tried to stand up. But after that large explosion and rough landing, his mind was spinning. He couldn't grasp what was happening. Clyde took the advantage of this as he quickly ran at the delay his Cheetah and tackled him to the ground. Clyde quickly reached a hand deep into his coat pocket and pulled out one of the knuckle dusters now on his hand, as he cancels it and gives a swift punch, knocking out Shinjo. One down, one to go. Now where's the slang using bitch at? Said Clyde's earpiece buzzed as Iris woke up. I'm looking now for the thermal imaging. The entire area. But the entire area is covered by mist. Okay, I found her thermal signatures. She's in the building to the left of you. Got it. Clyde enhances his fist and digs into the ground, ripping up a piece of ground and throwing it towards where Kami is. Kami had gotten out of the way of the attack with some acrobatics. Like, how did you know it was there? Good teamwork and infrared goggles. Like, that's totes unfair. God, I can see why Kane punches people out of annoyance now. Never thought I'd say that out loud. Kami starts to flip around and release more of her quirk. Before then, Clyde is surrounded by multiple of her. Well, if you don't like one of me, how long do you like an army of me? Somehow this makes it worse. The army of Kami's charge in, attacking Clyde. Clyde trying to fight the real ones, but every time he hits one of them, they turn into mist. As the real one keeps hitting him, this keeps repeating till Clyde has enough. Ariel, do you have anything to help me with this? I'm thinking, okay, I got it. How about a flashbang? Go for it. Getting kicked in the head in, but only to hit a copy. I'm getting real annoyed about it right now. Alright, hang on. Ariel stood up out from her nest and ran to the fight. Once she was getting close, she yelled for Kane and Clyde to cover his eyes. As Clyde did, Ariel threw the flashbang, landing in the mess of Kami's, before blowing up and blinding the real one, with her ears ringing. As she slowly regains her hearing and sight, Clyde stands in front of her to only be held up by her collar. You want to surrender, or do I need to mess up your fates first? Like, chill, bro. I surrender. The PA suddenly turns on. High wins. Clyde drops Kami and lets out a big sigh. Good match. Yeah, good match, brah. I'm just gonna leave now. everyone Clyde walks off, making their way back to the others. As Clyde sits down, and Deku continues to write down what he saw, with me watching. And when he looks next to him, he sees that Kane with some snow on his head, both sitting in silence, until Kane held up some snow in his hand, offering it to Clyde. You want something to help that headache you got from that chick? No, what I need is a nap. And some rock music to get that stupid slang out of my head. And whatever you say, it's just the same she didn't have a normal speech. Seriously, she's hot as hell. Some nice knockers, the whole package. Kane suddenly gets webbed in the face by Kumo. Kane turns off the webs and looks at Kumo. Oh, come. Oh, was that really necessary? You need to learn to think first before you say. Oh, cut me some slack. Kane suddenly stood up and stretched as she shake off the snow. I'll head out for my final exam. Also, Yuki, cheers for the snow, for the headache. No problem. So, Kane walks off. So, as they get down, as he goes off to his next exam. As Miu turns to look at Deku. Hey Zuku, so you're excited about your next exam? Deku quickly nods as he looks up at her with sparkles in his eyes. Yeah, I can't wait to see the destruction we're about to see by Kane's full power. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Like, what weapon will he use? Oh, or how much will he destroy? Can he just... I'm so curious. I'm excited, aren't you? Miu blushes and chuckles a little. Yeah, but I'm not as clearly as much as you are. We cut down to the fake city where we see Kane walking up into the... as the PA turns on. Welcome to the destruction test. A test your full power and capability. We bought what you ask for Kane Madhouse. Suddenly a door opens up and walks in 15 cows, leaving everyone except Shu Academy confused. As Kane only grins at who walks up to the cow, making up a blood sword. Everyone quickly realized what was about to happen as he drove the sword into the chest of one of the cows, killing it instantly and draining all of his blood. As one down and 14 more to go, he continued to do so, slaughtering all of them in front of all the heroes. So that's enough. We're here to see your abilities, not your butchering. Kane didn't listen as he smiles, cutting down the last cow, draining all his blood. By now, Kane is as large as a house. As Kane bashed down the side as they waited to see Kane just bash down the buildings. But Kane walked over to the edge of the city, and with his sword turning into a bow, Deku increased the speed as he wrote his notes. I see, so that's what he will do. Kane's hand bursts in blood, forming into an arrow, pulling back on the bow as he suddenly releases all the power in the tip of the arrow. Wind stirred up as a small vortex around the arrow, and red glow came off the arrow. When he let go of the small arrow, Kane turns back to normal. But as soon as the arrow hits, a loud bang in the set anyone can only hear was a high-pitched whine. As everyone can regain their hearing. Shit, are you alright? Yeah, I'm alright. God, my ears are killing me. Yeah, so are mine. Blood is currently coming out of Clyde's ears. Oh, that's not good. Oh my god, Jesus. Someone get the first aid kit. Ariel grabs the first aid kit and bandages Clyde's ears. As everyone sees what felt like a mini nuke get detonated in front of him, as he saw there was no building standing left. It was completely leveled to the ground. As Kane mockingly bows to the older heroes as he walks back. As everyone boos at Kane as he walks out. Huh? I don't understand. Why is everyone booing at him? Because they don't like his quirk. It's as simple as that. Yeah, his quirk is blood related, and to them, he's villainous. Not to mention mutation type quirks like myself doesn't get the best rap. But why? Why would they hate you for those reasons? That's just how people are in this world. So they don't feel comfortable around some deemed wrong. Deku sinks down in the seat as Miu passes back. Seeing how fucked up the world really is, Midoriya? Yeah, it is. Well, it could be worse. Oh wait, it is. Miu instantly elbows Clyde in the ribs. Ow, hey, I'm right. So that's why we're heroes, isn't it not? Yeah, but just shut the fuck up, you aren't helping. Oh, what's all the doom and gloom about? I didn't know Clyde's attitude was contagious. Everyone saw Kane walk towards him. Well, most of them were talking about how people were seeing each other's quirks by now. Oh, what a riveting conversation. Kane, aren't you bothered? They literally are booing at you for what you did and what your quirk is. Yeah, I'm bothered by it, but what do you want me to do? Beat them all up? Fair point. Besides, what should we give a fuck what they think about us? Kane is our friend, and that's something none of our is if how they are gonna treat our friend. Yeah, I guess. Yep. Well, I'm hungry, and those hot dogs stands out there looks good. Yuki, you want to come with? I can't. My test will begin soon. Fair enough. Clyde, you want to tag along? Sure, fuck it. Kubo, you want to come with? Sure, as long as we make it quick. Yeah, well, come on. The trio goes off as Deku and Yuki goes off for their exam. We see a little later, Deku, Miu, and Yuki arrived at the completely destroyed area, with a man standing before them. Boy, Kane really did a number at this place. So, yeah, but why haven't they cleaned it up yet? Because your test is the rescue training. Everyone turns to look up at the man. You're training to rescue civilians who are trapped underneath the rubble in collapsed buildings. That is your goal, to save them. Zuko remembered to punch Kane later. I'll do no such thing, because he might cut me in half. Ah, right, noted. You have 15 minutes to save the civilian. Good luck. The man walks off, leaving the trio to run and look for through the disaster. Run, trying to find anyone trapped, but with all the concrete and rubble, it's slowing them down to a crawl. As they try to find people, but as the ground was extremely unstable, feeling like it will break by a breeze alone. Kane, why didn't you hold back? I think that was his plan. Yeah, come on, let's go to the very end of the area. They were whatever the explosions was there, so might be easier to find people with a more clear area to work with. Both Deku and Miu agrees as they quickly made their way to the end of the area. We see the wall was reinforced with steel, where it completely destroyed. The committee had to evacuate the whole section of the area a case of structural integrity. The area almost exploded with a volume by the sheer destruction Kane cloud. His arrow was one of the most powerful weapons, but I had no idea it would be this capable of this. This is like All Might Smash level destruction. Damn, that's strong? Or are you over exaggerating? Does this damage look like I'm over exaggerating? So, fair enough. Come on. We should spread out to cover more ground. Right. They go around to search the area for anyone in people. After 3 minutes, Miyu used her quirk to get into some cracks and rubbles. And Yuki uses her quirk to fill in deep holes or cracks to make sure there were little more stabilization. As Deku helps safely move dummies that act like civilians there. Okay, that makes 6. As Miyu suddenly grows next to Deku. No one's inside. I didn't see anyone else either. That means there's no one else here, is there? So, we need to leave the blast zone and go rescue those in the shock wave radius. Right. The trios leave as after the last few minutes, they were able to save 47 people from the damage of the rubble. Alright, Shirokano, your test is done. Oh boy, that was a lot of effort. Yeah, tell me about it. My hands hurt from how much snow I made. Oh, I'm sure Kane will help you with that later. What does that mean? Oh, nothing. After all, he's your canon, right? Maybe we should get going now. Yeah, we don't want to keep Yuki away from her cane, right? Stop it. Oh boy. We cut to the end of the day where the committee stands at the stage addressing everyone. First, I'd like to congratulate everyone for their efforts today. We've shown great potential and thank you, heroes, for taking your time to watch everyone in every single event. Now that will be all for you today. You can return to your schools. Everyone stood up and made their way out, as we cut to Deku with his class walking out to the bus. As everyone got on the bus, signed and as they were tired. As Deku just looks out in the window. Man, that was exhausting. Yeah, you can say that again. How's your ears, Clyde? They're good. So, let me check them after we get back to the dorms. So, oh, you two going back to your room, Kumo? I didn't think you would take the advance. That's not what it is, dummy. You want to talk about who's getting close? Maybe you and Kumo should get a room. Yes, don't say stuff like that. We're not that close. We're just good friends. Yes, and me and Clyde are also good friends. So, alright, enough, everyone. Everyone quiets up as they see Knuckle Duster with Kieran boarding the bus as well. Or Mount Lady. You all did good. But remember, you all will be receiving some time off to relax for a few days before school starts back up. We will sort through any offers any heroes will send you. And remember to keep improving. Even though you did good today, you can still do better tomorrow. Right. The bus leaves to Shu Academy's dorms as the students get back to their rooms and any medical attention would need. End of this part. I hope you guys enjoy. And I'm sorry that this seemed a little rigid. I'm not sure how to say it. I hope you guys at least enjoyed. And cyber out. Peace.